Year in and year out to start his career, Ja Morant has been nothing but a walking highlight reel. From doing the most acrobatic layups and posterizing dunks, Ja Morant has definitely established himself as one of the best finishers in the league. Now at only 25 years old, he's currently averaging 22 points per game and has the Grizzlies sitting in second place right now in the Western Conference. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my Ja Morant build in NBA 2K25. Now I have two different variants of this build that I'm going to be giving you guys today, so make sure you guys stay all the way to the end of the video so you don't miss either build. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I'm on the road to 1,000 subs and I can't hit that without your guys' help. But with enough talking, let's get into these Ja Morant builds. Alright y'all, so this is the first of two versions of this build that I will be giving you guys in this video. Starting out, obviously this build is going to be a point guard. The height, I went with 6'2". The next build is going to be 6'3", but I like the 6'2" version a little bit better in my opinion. The weight, I went with 174 pounds with a 6'7" wingspan. Now these are Ja Morant's height, weight, and wingspan in real life. If you guys want to do the exact version of what Ja Morant is, these are the height, weight, and wingspan you want to go with. But if you guys don't really care about having the exact height, weight, and wingspan, you guys can go with the next version, which is a little bit different in all three of those categories to make the build a little bit better. But if you guys do want the exact measurements, I suggest you go with this version of the build. Getting into the attributes of this build, starting out with the finishing and the close shot, we're going to put that up to an 82 as we get silver flow game, which is pretty solid. Close shot is very important this year actually. Driving layup, you're going to put that up to an 83. You get silver flow game and bronze layup mixmaster. Now for what is the highlight of this build, the driving dunk, we're going to put this up to a 93. It only shows bronze posterizer just because I didn't upgrade the vertical yet, but the posterizer gets up to gold and the aerial wizard gets up to Hall of Fame. Sending dunk, we're going to leave that at a 38, and then the post control, we're going to put that up a couple ticks to 36. Now shooting, I know this isn't Ja Morant's strong suit, but we do get pretty good attributes on this build in terms of shooting. We get that 87 mid-range to go with an 83 pointer, and then the free throw up to an 88. Now you don't get limitless range on this build, but I mean Ja's not really a shooter like that, so it doesn't really matter to me. But you do get the good silver badges like Deadeye, Mini Marksman, Set Shot Specialist, and you do get bronze Shifty Shooter. I think it actually does go up to silver when I put the agility up, but that's fine. Pass accuracy, I would put up to a 75. Ball handle, we're going to put this up to a 92. That's very solid to get gold handles for days and gold unpluckable. You do get silver ankle assassin as well. Lightning launch, I put up to an 87 to get that on gold. I said lightning launch. I meant speed with ball, but you do get gold lightning launch. Now moving on to the defense for interior, we're going to put this up to a 58. It's not the greatest, but I mean it will get the job done as a 6'2" guard. For perimeter, I put this up to a 72. Do you get bronze? Yeah, you do get bronze challenger. You do get silver off pass, which is solid as well. The steal, I'm putting this up to a 67. You get that bronze glove and bronze interceptor, which is pretty solid. I mean, like for only 67, getting those badges on bronze will definitely help a little bit. The block, I put this up to a 64. You don't get any block badges, but I mean, as a 6'2" guard, you can't really expect to get those in the first place. For rebounding, offensive rebound, I would put that up to a 48. And then defensive rebound is going to go up to a 59. Like I said, you don't get any rebounding badges, but like I said, as a 6'2" guard, you can't really expect that. Speed up to a 91 and agility up to a 90. Those are where the build really shines. Like those are really fast for, I mean, it is a 6'2" guard. You expect them to be fast, but you know, it is what it is. Strength up to a 55, and then the vertical is up to a 95. And then, like I said, that posterizer gets up to gold, aerial wizard on Hall of Fame. Now, going over this build again, a 93 driving dunk is obviously what stands out. And then, especially the finishing as a whole, as Ja Morant's one of the best finishers in the league with gold posterizer and Hall of Fame aerial wizard. This build will have no problems finishing around the rim whatsoever. Now, the 83 layup will allow you to get all of the good layup packages in the game, and Ja Morant is definitely one of the best finishers around the rim when it comes to that. Like, he's always doing spin layups and reverse layups and stuff like that, so I would definitely go high with the driving layup to replicate as much as he can, because in the rack, you guys can low-key do some crazy layups on this build with that 83 rating. Now, don't sleep on the close shot either. 82 close shot is very important, because close shot is important to having the driving layup and driving dunk also work as well as they can. The close shot is very important. Maybe you don't have to go all the way up to 82, but I would definitely put that high enough. Now, I know shooting isn't Ja Morant's strong suit whatsoever, but you do get an 83 pointer on this build with that 87 mid-range. You get silver Deadeye, silver Mini Marksman, Set Shot Specialist, and Shifty Shooter. You don't get limitless range, but like I said, Ja Morant's not pulling from deep like that, so that's not really a big concern for me. With the 87 mid-range, it allows you to unlock all the good jump shots in this game. As long as you're starter 4 and you can get all the higher rated jump shot bases, you can basically use whichever jump shot you want on this build, which will definitely help out a lot. Now, I think, in my opinion, this is the most underrated part of the build, which is the playmaking. That 92 ball handle is very nice, gets you a lot of the top dribble moves with silver ankle assassin, gold handles for days, and gold unpluckable. Now, if you guys want to, and I might do this myself, is capigure the ball handle up to a 95. You can get all the sigs in the game then once you get that 95, and then you could get some of the badges up to Hall of Fame potentially. But the only reason why I didn't do this is because 95 ball handle is very expensive in the builder, and 92 I think is a lot more worth it. rather than just putting it at 95 and then eating up a lot more attributes, which then would have to make me sacrifice something else in the builder, which I don't really want to do that. I think 92 is more worth it than the 95, and then you can cap break it up later. Now the 75 pass accuracy is actually pretty good value because anything higher than that will eat up a lot of attributes, so I think 75 is the best value for pass accuracy. 87 speed with ball is very solid. That is very fast, and then you get that gold lightning launch to pair with it. You guys will have an insane speed boost to the net when you're driving in for them dunks. Now the defense probably isn't where anybody would like it, with only a 72 perimeter and a 67 steal, but bronze glove and bronze interceptor definitely are not bad at all. Those definitely will help out a lot, and the block at 64 with pretty decent rebounding also isn't bad. You could get up there, especially with the 95 vertical. The 95 vertical is definitely slept on. That could help out the block and the rebounding. Now even though the 72 and the 67 in terms of perimeter and steal are a little bit low, unless you guys are playing with randoms, you guys won't have to worry about guarding the other team's guard. So honestly, take with that what you want, but I wouldn't have to go crazy making sure the defense is good, because like I said, unless you're playing with randoms, you're not going to be guarding the ball handler, so there's really no point in even upgrading them that much anyway. Now the physicals is where I think this build goes to the next level, with the 91 speed and 90 agility, with the 55 strength, even though it's not the craziest, but it's still doable. 95 vertical, like I said, get that gold posterizer and Hall of Fame area wizard. You will be flying out of the court with that 95 vertical, getting them contact dunks, and then getting up there for blocks and rebounds. And then 91 speed with the 90 agility, you'll be flying around the court, bro. And then once you guys press X to continue, you get the shades of Steve Francis, Ja Morant, and DeJounte Murray, and the build comes out as a 3-level slasher. I don't know if it's just me, but I have not seen that build name yet this year, so I'll take that as a W, I'm not gonna lie. Now for version number 2, I said the height, weight, and wingspan is a little bit increased on this build. So the height, I went with 6'3" on this version. The weight is up to 185, and then the wingspan I put up to 6'9". Now the difference is with a 6'3" build versus a 6'2". Now the 6'3" gets a little bit less attributes, but it's not a crazy amount, so it's not really going to change the build that much. The 6'3" version gets a lot better finishing, and the dunk animations, the contact dunks, you can switch from small contact dunks with the 6'2", and then 6'3", I think you can just get the regular contact dunks. I'm pretty sure. You might want to fact check me on that one, but I'm pretty sure that 6'2" can get the small ones, but the 6'3" goes to the regular ones. But I think the small contact dunks are 6'2" and under. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% positive. But ultimately, the 6'3" build has better finishing with a better dunk rating, which will obviously give it better badges and better animations as a whole. All right, so getting into the attribute portion of this build, starting out with the close shot, we're going to put that up to an 81 to get silver flow game and bronze paint prodigy again. Driving layup is going to go up to an 83, the same as the last build, which is, I said, very good. Driving dunk, this is where you get the improvement. Driving dunk, we're going to put this all the way up to 96. We're going to max that out. Silver posterizer and gold area wizard off rip, but both of those will go to Hall of Fame once I upgrade the vertical. Standing dunk, you can leave that at 41, and then post control, we're putting that up to a 37. Mid range, up to an 87 again, and the three-pointer will take a little bit of a hit on this build, but not that much. We're going to put this down to a 78. You get pretty much the same badges anyway, so it's not really a huge difference to me. And with the 87 mid-range, you still get the good jump shots. Free throw, we're going to put that up to an 80. Pass accuracy is going to be the same on this build as well with a 75. Ball handle also going to be the same at a 92 to get all those gold badges again. Speed with ball, we're going to put this one tick down to 86. You still get gold lightning launch, so I don't really see the difference anyway. But look at all those gold badges you still get, and you still get silver angle assassins. The 92 ball handle is still definitely worth it. You can cap break it up to a 95, like I said on the last build. It's not really going to make a difference, but if you want to use your cap breakers on there, go ahead. Interior defense, put that up to a 51. Perimeter defense, we're putting that up to a 60, and then steal is going to go up to a 67. Even though it is a little bit worse, you still get bronze interceptor and bronze glove, so it's not really going to make a huge difference. The block, we're going to put that up to a 51, and then the offensive rebound can go up a couple slots to 41, and then the defensive rebound, to round out the defensive rebounding, will go up to a 55. You don't get any block or rebounding badges again, same as the last build. But once we get into the vertical, I'm going to show you why that doesn't really matter. Speed is a 90, and the agility is going to go up to a 90 again as well. You get that shifty shooter up to silver with gold slippery off ball. Strength, we're going to put that up to a 62, which is better strength than last build. And then the 95 vertical, like I said, will help out the block and rebounding so much, and obviously it will help out the dunk as well, with that Hall of Fame posterizer and Hall of Fame aerial wizard. Like I said, man, that 96 driving dunk is really the big difference that stands out on this version instead of last version. That 96, unfortunately, you can't cap break it up because the max you can get on the build entirely is a 96, but that Hall of Fame posterizer and Hall of Fame aerial wizard will work so well together, and you can max +1 the posterizer up to legend. I will go 99 driving dunk because then you have to change the height and wingspan, and at that point, it's not even really a Ja Morant build at that point if you put the height up too much and the wingspan too much. I would just stick with the 96. If you really want that legend posterizer, you can +1 it up to legend if you want to use your max +1 on posterizer, but that is completely up to you. I mean, nothing else really drastically changed on this build. The 3-pointer did take a hit down to 78 from 80, but that's not even a huge difference. You still get all the good jump shots with all silver shooting badges, so that's not really a big deal to me. If you can shoot with that 78, then that is perfectly fine. 86 speed with ball and 92 ball handle is perfect together, I think, with the 92 ball handle getting all those animations and then gold lightning launch. The defense is a little bit worse, the perimeter is a little bit lower, but the steal I think is the same, and you get the same bronze glove and bronze interceptor, so that's not really even much of a difference to me. The defense is fine as it is, and I don't really care too much about defense on a 6'2 guard, but like I said, the physicals is one of the most underrated parts of the build, with the 90 speed and agility, and then the 95 vertical, which will just help out with so many aspects of this build in terms of finishing, getting maybe some blocks or some rebounds, stuff like that. This build is so well-rounded to me. I love this build. And then once you finish making this build, you can go ahead and press continue, and you get your shades of Steve Francis, Anthony Simons, and Ja Morant. And this build also comes out as a 3-level slasher as well. It doesn't change the build name. I still love this build name, bro. I have not seen anybody have this build name, so I think this is a W. If you guys made it to the end, I do appreciate it for staying all the way for both builds. If you guys are gonna make one of these builds, let me know in the comments if you guys are gonna make the 6'2 version or the 6'3 version. If you guys have any build suggestions, whether it's regular build or an NBA player build, go ahead and put them in the comments and I will make a video on that build. I got a couple lined up already, so it may take a little bit, but if you guys comment, I will definitely get to them eventually. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll turn on post notifications so you guys never miss a video, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.